Welcome back to another episode of Oni Liger video game news and reviews. Today we're talking about this past week's news. We're gonna start it off with not the greatest of news. Unfortunately, the Steam Deck went up in price by almost $300 for both the 512 gigabytes and the 1 terabyte. We'll just jump into the article right here so you can check it out. Valve jacked up Steam Deck prices by as much as $300. Okay. So the base 512 went up from $549 to $789. And the 1 terabyte went from $649 to now $949. Damn, man. Gaming is getting out of control with their prices. That's all I have to say. Interestingly enough, it's still sold out. According to Tech Power Up, Valve Steam Deck sells out in 24 hours despite price hike. So I don't know what that means. I mean, it's not, I don't know how companies are going to take this, but I don't want the next generation of games costing $1,000, like consoles costing $1,000, like $700, $800. Tired of these above $500 prices, especially when we're getting minimal upgrades. Like, I understand if we got some crazy upgrade on the next console generation for these price hikes, but just the economy, everything's all messed up. RAM prices, everything is messed up. So I get it. I mean, but the problem is when prices go up, they have a very hard time coming back down. But hopefully things level out. And you know, things start looking up beyond the year of 2026, 2027, 2028 and beyond. Hopefully, you know, things get sorted and become more affordable, because this is crazy. But moving on to the next topic, Dragon Quest 12 was finally shown. And apparently they restarted development. They changed the subtitle. Originally it was Dragon Quest 12. The Flames of Fate was supposed to be a more mature, more dark Dragon Quest game, but I don't know what happened during the development. It seems there must have been some kind of turmoil or something going on, and they ended up basically starting over, and they basically went back to basics. Now it's looking a lot more bright, a lot more Dragon Quest, you know. It just looks, this last one was looking to be the Final Fantasy 16 of Dragon Quest, is what we originally thought we were gonna get, but apparently they just scrapped it and started over completely. I have not checked out the trailer, so we're gonna jump into the trailer. Unfortunately, we won't be getting our mature Dragon Quest. Hopefully this Dragon Quest Beyond Dreams, the new one, is great. I hope. But let's jump into the trailer. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's looking like. definitely looking not mature and looking like Dragon Quest back to basics for sure. We definitely need to see more. We definitely need to see more. And of course, to bring in our next story, following what happened last week with the leak, we got some more leaks. So allegedly, we got Persona 6 character designs that were leaked. I mean, we got Summer Games Fest right around the corner on Friday. We got the Sony State of Play on Tuesday. Any of these leaks can show up sooner rather than later with everything that's going on. We're going into the big shows of the summer, E3 block, you know, for those that were around when E3 was around. So usually is where we get all these new games announced, which is why these leaks are probably happening. But a lot of people weren't happy with the design of the protagonist for Persona 6. This blonde haired dude on the left is the main character, not the lady on the right. So yeah, we'll see. Looking very interesting. We need to see what the game's looking like when they finally announce it and show it. But they got a lot of people talking, so just know that soon we'll be seeing Persona 6. Allegedly, the blonde dude is the main character. We need more information. Everything that was shown was in like Japanese. It got translated, and you know, some people were disappointed. It seems like they changed the artist as well, but I don't know. I don't judge things before I actually get to see what is looking like, what the theme is, you know, like with Persona 5 Royale, main character being the Joker, and you know, I want to see like the style, like the presentation of this persona before I judge it. I can't judge it off just, you know, a character drawing. Like that doesn't disappoint me, you know. I've seen a lot of ugly characters that I enjoyed because of their story and their development throughout the story, even though they look basic and whack, kind of like the lead character in Dragon Quest 12. But, you know, we'll see, you know. And as always, I like to end it on a positive note when it comes to these news videos. So we're going to end it with the final leak that's no longer a leak because it got officially announced by CD Projekt Red. But we've got another expansion or DLC for Witcher 3. It's called Songs of the Past. And they're comparing it to the Blood and Wine expansion or DLC from the past. I personally have not played or beaten Witcher 3, so I don't know how big Blood and Wine is. I do want to play through this game, so maybe when Songs of the Past drops, we can finally play through Witcher 3. I started it on hard mode. I don't remember. All I remember is that I ran into this wolf or werewolf and I couldn't kill it or beat it. It was mad difficult. So after that, other games came out and I just stopped playing it. So we're gonna start it again. We're gonna start it again on hard mode, and this time we're gonna play through the entire game. But yeah, the co-CEO is saying that it's comparable to Blood and Wine, so it's gonna be a proper expansion. It's gonna be more than just the basic, you know. Let's read here what he has to say. When it comes to the scope, I'd say it's actually a bit closer to Blood and Wine, but this is super subjective. It really depends on how you're going to play, what's your playthrough. But we're definitely making a proper big expansion is the message I would send out there. So I'm sure it's gonna have story missions. Ooh, 25 and 40. Oh, look at this. Okay, so 2016 Blood and Wine expansion takes between 25 and 40 hours to beat. I'm guessing if people do the side quests and things like that, which means players can expect a pretty substantial experience from Songs of the Past. Wow. So I'm going to be in for a game. If this expansion alone is 25 to 40 hours, and I have to do all the DLC, it's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hyped. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see my playthrough of Witcher 3 when the time comes, make sure you jump over to my Oni Liger Live channel and subscribe there. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy and peace out. Thank you for watching that video. Check out this video next, or click on my icon to subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.